Have you ever felt the weight of life bearing down on you, crushing your spirit beneath its relentless burden? Have you ever wondered if there's a purpose to the suffering that seems to pervade our world, suffocating our hope? And in such moments of despair, have you been left questioning, is there a divine plan, hidden within the chaos, waiting to be revealed? Welcome, my friends, to today's deep dive into the book of Exodus. We find ourselves at the beginning of a saga that is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. The Israelites, an entire nation, were oppressed under the heavy hand of Pharaoh. They toiled as slaves, their cries for deliverance echoing through the heavens, waiting for an answer. Yet within this storm of suffering, there emerges a narrative of hope and divine orchestration. Here we begin with Exodus chapters 1 and 2, where we uncover a fundamental lesson. Trust in God's plan, even when circumstances seem impossibly dire. Through the story of a baby, an unlikely hero born amidst peril, we see faith guiding us through uncertainty. The book of Exodus opens with the Israelites thriving and multiplying in Egypt. They are remembered as Joseph's kin, who once found refuge and prosperity in this foreign land. However, times change, and a new Pharaoh arises, one who knows nothing of Joseph and who sees the growing numbers of the Israelites as a threat. His heartless decree is issued. All newborn Hebrew boys must be cast into the Nile, a command intended to curb the power of a people blessed by God. Amidst this grim setting, the scripture introduces us to a Levite couple who defy the decree. They give birth to a son, one destined to change the course of history. To preserve his life, this infant's mother weaves a basket, sets him afloat on the Nile, and entrusts him to God's care. This act of faith is echoed throughout the passage and becomes a beacon of divine intervention. Can you imagine the desperation of this mother, placing her precious child among the reeds of a river that symbolized death? And yet, it is here, in the cradle of peril, that hope begins to bloom. The narrative reveals the invisible hand of God guiding the basket downstream, where it comes to rest near Pharaoh's daughter. Moved by compassion, she adopts the child, naming him Moses, because she drew him out of the water. Let us pause and consider. How often do we find ourselves adrift, like Moses in the basket, amidst the swirling currents of life? It is in these moments, when we surrender to the flow, that faith becomes our anchor, allowing us to be carried by a divine purpose beyond our understanding. These early chapters of Exodus show us that God's plan is often hidden from immediate view, unfolding slowly through time, orchestrated by seemingly unrelated events that fit together like pieces in a divine puzzle. This narrative is not just about one boy spared from a king's wrath. It's a testament to the resilience of faith and the silent, sustaining power of belief. Now think about your own life. Are there situations where trusting the process is the most daunting task of all? When harsh realities seem to shroud any glimpse of hope, do you find it difficult to see beyond the immediate hardship? Yet this story of Moses' rescue from Nile's peril is a powerful reminder that even in what seems to be the darkest of moments, the seeds of salvation are being sown. Today, as we immerse ourselves in this story, I ask you, I challenge you, in what way can you let go of your fear and allow faith to guide you? Trust, dear viewer, that in releasing your grip on control, you open yourself up to blessings unforeseen. And so I invite you to hold on to this truth. God operates outside the constraints of human understanding. Like Pharaoh's daughter, who stood by the river's edge, you might be an instrument of his mercy and love, nurturing a hope that is silently drawing closer. Engage with these insights, and, if you find a connection, share it in the comments below with "I believe and wait." Reflect on this lesson as the series continues. Let this sense of peace and possibility germinate in your heart, preparing you for our next passage in Exodus. We will journey further into the story of Moses, where faith continues to carve a path through the wilderness of adversity. Until then, may you find strength in the unseen and courage in the unknown. Your journey towards understanding and enlightenment is just beginning. Stay tuned for further revelations as we continue to explore the profound tapestry of Exodus.